Our final Apex Award is the highest award that we give, the Apex Award of Merit. I am tremendously honored and proud that recently, unanimously, our Board of Governors voted to rename this award the Chief Justice Mary E. Fairhurst Award of Merit. Mary was a true legal giant and legal luminary. Mary's service to our legal profession, both as a judge and as former WSBA bar president, had a tremendous positive impact on our organization, on our legal profession, and in serving the public. Mary was a role model to myself and to us all. I know, speaking for myself, and I'm sure many of you, we greatly miss Mary. And this renaming of the Apex Award after her, I believe, is the appropriate thing and the right thing to do. So before we see this year's recipient of WSBA's highest award, here are a few words from Mary's sister, Katie Taylor. I know many of you join me in missing Mary. Thank you.
When I think about my sister Mary, the words that come to mind are love, connection, miracles, and joy. Mary, from a very early age, was very service-minded. She said she wanted to be able to make decisions and make a difference. She wanted to have an influence and make an impact, and she really wanted to be a steward for justice. One of the things that was just so typical was that Mary knew the name of every custodian at the Temple of Justice or the AG's office or anywhere she was. And it was important to her that they knew how important their job was to everyone's shared success. Mary had a story, the starfish story, that I think she told hundreds, if not thousands of times. The whole beach line was full of starfish. And in the distance, you can see someone out there reaching down, picking up a starfish, throwing it into the ocean. And so they go and approach this person and said, "What are you doing?" And they said, "I'm throwing the starfish back into the ocean." And they'd say, why would you do that? You can't possibly make a difference. And they reached down, picked up a starfish, threw it back into the ocean, and said, "I made a difference to that one." She believed that anything was possible and believed that anyone could be the change that they wanted to see in the world, in their communities, and in their profession. Mary believed in miracles and wanted to make them happen. At the end of Mary's remarks at her last State of the Judiciary, she raised her arms to the sky in a joy pose and shared that she was overwhelmed with happiness, hope, and gratitude. One of the awards that was very meaningful to Mary was receiving the Washington State Bar Association's Award of Merit. Now, to have the award renamed for Mary is just very special because the State Bar holds such a special place in Mary's heart. Not only does it serve as a reminder of Mary's contributions, but it also shares her spirit and how proud she would be in all future winners and what they're doing to advance the justice for all people. A special congratulations to this year's recipient, Judge Jim Rogers. As I did research about you, I was so thrilled to see so many similarities between you and Mary. I know she would be so honored and proud of you and appreciative of all the great work that you do. Congratulations, Judge.
King County Superior Court is the largest court of general jurisdiction in the state, and we are the 12th largest in the country. When the COVID pandemic hit in 2020, Judge Rogers was our presiding judge, and from day one, he made it clear that we were going to keep the King County Superior Court open so that we could provide justice for all.
Everyone who watches this will remember what an incredible, chaotic situation it was in March of 2020. For us, it was about March 10th, and we suddenly realized we had to go into crisis mode. The Washington State Supreme Court ordered all courts to go to emergency functions, to use telephonic or video means if possible.
We have sometimes over 5,000 people come into our courthouse every day. And so we wanted to make sure that of all the people that come into the courthouse, that there was a safe way to do it.
We came up with a public health plan thanks to professors from the University of Washington School of Public Health, Scott Meschke and Marty Cohen, and we resolved to stay open and reopen fully as soon as we could through some brand new innovative methods.
He has a strategic mind in the way the court operates to make it run efficiently and accentuating all of our strengths. Judge Rogers always had a dogged vision of we can make this work. Whenever there was a new hurdle that came up, he would get us together and problem solve and then overcome that barrier and then go on to the next problem and solve that. He was relentless, and that's what really made him such a great leader during that very difficult time for the court.
When courts are shut down like that, you really realize that access is the essence of justice.
He was able to persuade the county council to provide some funding. We were able to get the technology in place.
In the fall of 2020, before there was any vaccines, we were fully open, trying jury cases in criminal and in civil. We did it first in a convention center, and then as we got more proficient in use of Zoom, we went all virtual on civil jury trials.
From that time until November of 21, we conducted 1,000 remote bench trials, and we also did over 300 jury trials. Over 100 of those were criminal cases where we had people here in person.
King County Superior Court tried more cases, bench, jury, hearings than any other court, any jurisdiction in the United States of America. All these new practices create greater access. One of the major innovations we've used is video voir dires. We're limited for the number of jurors by the number of seats we have in each courthouse, but with virtual voir dire, we can summon far more people. And what that means is that trials never wait for jurors. That's a huge change. And now we can get every case out that needs to get out. We have defendants who are waiting their trials that are out of custody. They can appear by video. We have parties who need to summon witnesses who are far away. They can appear by video. It's just so much more convenient for people, and we think it's highly effective.
Judge Rogers, I want to congratulate you on an incredible stewardship that you had in leading our court through this difficult time, really once in a century.
Jim, congratulations on this much-deserved award. It's only because you were at the helm that we were able to get through this time.
I'm honored to be given an award that's named after Chief Justice Fairhurst, who I worked with on the Board of Judicial Administration. She was a great leader and a model. I just want to thank Judge Robert Bryan, who really has been a role model for me. King County Superior Court, really during my time, benefited from having a tremendous leadership team, the leadership judges, the bailiffs, our judicial assistants, the staff. They were committed to the innovations because that's what we've done historically, and they knew this was an important moment in court history and brought us to where we are, which is, frankly, the #1 innovative court in the country.
What a night, and what an amazing and inspiring group of award recipients. Thank you very much for watching tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you to all of our award nominators for the time they took to highlight these incredible legal luminaries. If you know someone who deserves an Apex Award, the nominations open in January. A big thanks to Interchange Media, who created the award videos, and to the Gunther Group for their help in producing the Fairhurst videos and our virtual award show tonight. Good night, everyone.